Okay, so this is the remaining portion of optistruct. We have seen first two steps, that is material, properties, and now we are going to see third step, that is component. Here we have created component 1 in last video. Now this component 1 we will apply to first portion, that is at 3 nodes. Component 1 is on now. Now we'll apply that component 1D bars, select property here, property 1, and element type is C bar, that is bar component. Change orientation along y axis or z axis and select node A, first node, second node. C bar component bar 1 is created. Now this is the half portion. You see here we have applied up to this. Now again this same component will apply to the remaining portion. Property, same property, element type C bar, node A and node B. Now one bar, that is with cross section of 40 mm dia is created. Now return. Now we'll create second component, component 2. Change color, property 2, say create. Now here you can see component 2 is on now, which is in bold. Component 1 is off, component 2 is on, so we'll apply it to remaining portion, that is 3, 4 and 5 node. Written 1D bars, select property, property 2, element type C bar, orientation y axis, node A, node B, C bar. Component color you can see here. Again remaining portion, written. Now how to check whether our applied geometry or applied meshing is correct or not? Now this is in 1D. If you go here, visualization or representation, 1D detailed element representation will be like this. This is in wireframe. We'll create it in shaded element. Here you can see two rods are created. Now we'll apply constraint, or which are the boundary conditions we have. Now MPC C component is over. Next is load steps. So load steps are here. Load collectors. First we will apply load collectors. We have two load collectors. So that is fixed support at both ends and force with a different magnitude. We will apply it. First we will create load collectors. First load collector will be SPC, that is single point constraint. No card image. Let's create it. Here you can see load collector 1 is created, which is on now. Now we'll apply it. Go to analysis, constraint, node, first node and last node, on which we have to apply SPC. Relative size, keep it as a 50. Degree of freedom, all degree of freedom are on. We'll apply it. Here you can see two SPCs are applied, which is a fixed support, written. Now second load collector will create, which is force. Choose different color, say create. Now here you can see force is on. We'll apply it. Analysis, forces. So here we have to apply force at second node and fourth node. Second node 1000 kilonewton and fourth node 500 kilonewton. So we'll apply it. Select node, second node. Magnitude is 1000 kilonewton. 1, 2, 3. Orientation in x-axis. Load type force will apply it. Here you can see force is applied. Now at fourth node we have to apply a force of 500 kilonewton. So 500 kilonewton in x-axis at fourth node. Create. Node is not selected. Say create. Now force is applied. So this is the second last step. Now the last step is create load steps. Load steps bar. SPC, we have applied two boundary conditions, SPC and load. For SPC, select SPC. For load, select force. And select type of analysis is linear static. Say create. Load step is created. Here we have completed all the steps of analysis. Now we'll solve it. Return optistruct input file. We'll save it. Save as desktop. Bar problem. Bar. Export option all. Run option analysis. And say optistruct. Analysis is completed. So let's see results. Okay, so these are the results or hyperview window. Here you can see results, contour, displacement, let's see 2D, magnitude, and say apply. Here you can see 1.11 mm is the displacement. Here you can see displacement, maximum displacement is here. Now if you see stresses, axial stresses, say apply 9.0 into e to the power plus 2, that is 900 megapascal is the load applied. Averaging method, say simple, apply. So these are the stresses, maximum stresses are there at these sections. So this completes the analysis of bar, step bar.